Good morning. It is 8:57 a.m. We had a slow start to our morning because the shuttle from the town center doesn't start till at least 9 o'clock to go back to the trail. So we're about to leave the hotel. Fireball's going to stay another day. She booked herself a massage, and I don't know if we said this yesterday, she booked the hostel for tonight instead of last night. That's what the issue was. So she's already paid for that. So she's going to double zero. She's going to get herself a massage. And Hollywood and I are going to head back to trail. I'm hoping he's hungry and wants to go eat something first. But if not, we have plenty of food. Yeah, we've got a couple buses to catch. And then we'll be back there. And hopefully we get some miles in today. We had breakfast with Fireball, had a breakfast sandwich and a maple bar, and now we are at this little bus stop. We're trying to figure out how it works. We think we need to get a ride from here to somewhere called the Village, and then at the Village we got to get on that other like trolley looking bus that will take us to Horseshoe Lake, which is the parking lot that we got off trail. So we're gonna figure this out here. We're either gonna walk it or wait for the bus.
I'll take those, dude.
Alright, we made it back onto the trolley. We're now headed back to the trailhead. Okay, we are back to the parking lot where we got off trail. So now we have to do a 3.5 mile side trail back to the PCT. We already did it coming this way, but this is our way back. So we have to go back over Mammoth Pass, which isn't a big deal, but it's just an extra 3.5 miles. Again, we have been at it for a little over an hour on this side trail. Somehow we got off the trail when we first started. Had to do some bushwhacking to find the trail. But anyway, we're just trying to make some time. And you know, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but sometimes I'm a horrible vlogger. I want to say thank you, Dave, for stopping and saying hello, and for watching my channel and Hollywood's channels. So we were just coming back in, and Dave was hiking out, and he knew who we are and knew who we were. And I really appreciate you stopping to say hello and chatting with us. And I should have got you on camera, but generally when I meet people or I'm in the middle of something, I enjoy the moment and I don't film it. So I don't know, maybe I'll get better at that, maybe I won't. But nonetheless, it was really good to meet you, Dave. Hope you enjoy the rest of your hike. We're back on the PCT and headed towards Red's Meadow, which I think the road to it is closed now because it's a weekday. Somewhere at Red's Meadow, we have to do another workaround for another bridge that was destroyed in all the snowstorms last year. So I think it's a road walk that's like 3.5 miles. Apparently there's some construction going on, and some hikers are being, I don't know if harassed is the right word. The construction workers aren't being very nice to some of the hikers on the road, I guess. But it is the recommended PCTA route. So we're gonna do it and see how it goes. Trail headed towards Red's Meadow, and we're gonna have to take a couple different trails, it looks like, to get to what we believe is a road that we're gonna walk for about 3.5 miles, and then it'll connect us back to the PCT north of this broken bridge. We hope. Check this out. Well, can you believe Mount Whitney's already 165 behind us?
No.
That's nuts. Been on the road for a bit, not very long, maybe, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. Seen a couple, like, either Forest Service or what, like worker vehicles. Doesn't appear that they're doing road construction though. Other than that, I think everything's pretty quiet. Alright, so it looks like we're leaving the road. I'm going to show you close up of this. So this is, we've seen a couple of these today. Haven't seen any others this whole trail so far, but they're like official PCT detours. Okay, we got the bridge is just up here past us. That was out. We'll get a better look when we get up there. We stopped at a picnic table here. There's a campground that's closed down for now, I guess because of the construction or the road issues. So no one's here. We're gonna have picnic table, lunch, and then get to go. And it's kind of late for lunch. I don't know what it's 2:45. So we're gonna have a lunch and then get to walk in, see how much further we can get today still. It is a little bit after 3 p.m. and our lunch break is over, and we're walking, and we're gonna go down here and look at this bridge on the way out. So we've seen a bunch of Ansel Adams wilderness signs, but this is back to Inyo National Forest. We have been in the Sierra National Forest. So the majority of the bridge is down here in the water. We've seen a couple comments, people that say they went across the bridge. No idea how they did that. No way I would have attempted going across that. We're back on the actual PCT, just on the other side of that bridge. And it looks like we have about a 2,000 foot climb, but it's stretched out over 7 miles. So it doesn't look like it's gonna be real steep for the most part, but we're climbing for the next 7 miles. Been climbing here for a little bit, but I thought I'd stop and show you at least a 180. Look at this. This is crazy. It's one of those that looks like photos that you'd see in a calendar. But nope, I'm seeing it for real. It is 5:52, I think, p.m. and I've done about 18.5 miles. So that's 18 and a half in about 7 hours and I don't know, 45 minutes or so maybe. Let's see. We were hoping to get to Thousand Island Lakes, which would have been the full 22 miles or so with that side trail, but we're still 4.5 from that or so. I know Hollywood's not that far behind because there are some switchbacks a few miles back and he was just below me on those. Just stopped and had a snack and filtered some more water. Pretty much don't ever carry more than a liter now that we're in the Sierra and there's water everywhere. So I finished what I had and filtered some more. Had a really clean, tall waterfall back there. There was another hiker. He's like I don't know if he was a JMT or a weekender. He definitely is not a through hiker. We talked for a minute. But anyway, I didn't do any filming of the waterfall. Stop for a minute. Okay, I see Hammer actually, Hollywood. I see him now that I can see way back by where I filtered water, and he is coming. So he's He's no more than like an eighth of a mile behind me, maybe. So it's a couple minutes. So I'm gonna keep walking. Once I get, I don't know, if he doesn't catch me in the next 2 miles, probably stop right at 20, just so we can have a little talk about what we want to do today. I think we can get to the Thousand Island Lakes, but it's gonna be close to dark. But we probably will do that because we're kind of on a mission. This little stretch, now that most of the snow and those parts of the Sierra are behind us. We do have some coming up tomorrow, but for the most part, we got a trail we can hike and just normal walking. So we're gonna try to start making some miles here for a couple days. But we are resupplying tomorrow because we really only needed like a day and a half. We said 2 and carried an extra day just because we weren't sure about this pass and whatnot. So we'll pop into Lee Vining tomorrow at Tuolumne Meadows and just get food, probably top off our charge on our devices and get back on the trail and get ourselves to the next town. I'm drawing blanks. Kennedy Meadows North. So anywho, just gonna keep on plugging away here for an hour or so, and then we'll see what's up. I can't get over how where we're at now, everything is just so lush and green. It's just like a different place. I do know from the most recent intel, as of like a day or 2 ago, we have about 3 miles of pretty much consistent snow around Donner Pass tomorrow. So we'll get back into some snow, I guess. But man, I just can't get over how green everything is. In this like overcast weather today with a little bit hazy skies, just kind of, man, crazy view. It is 6:36 p.m. I'm just gonna sit down here for a second. We have done 20.2, including the Mammoth Pass Side Trail, since 10:30 this morning. So that's pretty decent. What's that, 8 hours? Yeah, right at 8 hours. So Hollywood isn't too far behind me. I'm gonna stop here for a few minutes, let him catch up, and we'll decide if we're going to go a few more miles or start looking for a campsite or what we're gonna do. It is 7:30. We just stopped and got our water for the night. Hollywood's filtering a little bit now. I chugged about a half liter and I'm carrying 2.5. Probably don't even need that much because there's this lake. I think it's about a mile up. There's a little bit of a climb to get there, but we think there's a campsite 0.3 from here. So we'll get up there and see how that looks and probably go ahead and stop there. I'll look when we get to camp and let you know. We got a pretty good day in so far, especially considering we started late. It's supposed to be cold tonight. It's been kind of overcast and cool all day, but the low where we're at, because we're back up to right at 10,000 feet, the low tonight looks like it's 28 degrees. So a little bit of a cold snap this next couple days, which could be good though, because we were supposed to have some snow over a pass tomorrow. So cold tonight can make it firmer snow, which would be really nice. So there were not campsites where we were expecting them to be. So we had to go and climb up that last little climb up here next to this lake. We're almost to Thousand Island Lakes. We saw that little buck just before. It's a couple minutes after 8 p.m. There's really no camping that we've found yet. All the low stuff's either rocky or snow or mud, but there is on our map, it says there's some camping about a quarter-mile up. So let's hope that's for real and dry. It is 8:30 p.m. I am cold and hungry. I got my tent set up. I've got nothing else set up yet, but I wanted to show you this view before it gets dark and I get in here and start getting ready for bed and eating. It's beautiful. All right, I'm in my tent. Everything's set up. My food's about ready to eat. I'm gonna close this one out early because it's already dark. We ended up getting 23.4 miles in today, including the 3.5 mile side trail and then 19.9 of the PCT. So really good day for us considering we didn't start till a little after 10:30 this morning. So I am ready to eat. We have Island Pass just 1.5 from here. I don't think it's really a pass. It's called a pass, but I don't think it's a pass. And then 6.4, we have what I think is like the last of the actual passes. So hopefully we can get that done and get moving on. Because we're going to go into Lee Vining at 19.3 from here tomorrow. Hoping to get there early enough in the afternoon we can get in, resupply, kind of top off our devices, get back to trail, and maybe get some more miles in. So for now, I'm going to tell you good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.